I heard this enormous crack and realised I had broken a rib. Darren here again at the Legal Eagle, making a video I didn't really expect I was going to have to make. When I put the Tundra tyres on the aircraft just the other day, I had to lift the front of it up. So in lifting it up, straining incredibly to lift it up onto the trestle that I had, the right wing dropped and landed on my mobile workbench over there. When it hit the mobile workbench, I was straining hard. I heard this enormous crack and realised I had broken a rib. Right there is the rib that I broke. It's pushed it up by about 8 mil, so I will do a repair job on that. Get to have a look at how easy this Oratex fabric is to work with. I'll have to cut it, repair the rib and refix the Oratex. Now I'll get to remove the inspection panel, have a look from the inside. So we can see just in there. Okay, you can see how it's dented up. The fabric itself is still adhered quite well to the bottom of the rib. I'm about to perform surgery on the aircraft. I say surgery because many people have commented on how lovely this floor is. It's a 2-pack epoxy paint. It is so easy to clean up. We can drop oil on it, wipe it up, and it's done. No staining. But anyway, what I need for this job, I've got a spare piece of 1/4 inch spruce, which is left over from the original build, razor blade, clamps to hold down the spruce. When finishing off the Oratex tape, you cut a piece off, pop it on, heat it up, shrinks, and the job's right. Of course, I've got the Titebond 3, which I'll be using to glue the spruce up with. Soldering iron to terminate the end of the slice in the Oratex fabric so it just doesn't run away, and the heat gun that you use to shrink the tape back down with. Let's start cutting. Razor blade and simply just cut up along the side of the rib all the way down, outline the broken section. Back up this way a little bit. Done. Now the cuts in the fabric, I'll just lift the fabric up, have a look at it. You can see that it's actually got a crack right there, and pull it down. That is pretty much to level. That is level. Now that I can pull it down to level, I'll apply some Titebond on there. I'll just measure this for length. I want it a little bit over where it's up there. So out past and past. Just cut it. Tim chips are fine. Done. Just up, measure it out for size. I'm just going to relieve this fabric a little bit. It all gets repaired. So just in the middle, slice down. Lovely. There we go. That'll go on top with some clamps. Yep, perfect. Tops, clamps, let it go off, and then just come back and do the repair on the Oratex itself. Move straight into it. I need to apply the Titebond to both surfaces. What I'm going to do is use my finger, just run it along the inside because I can't really get above it. I'll do that surface first. Giving it a good shake already. Trying very hard not to get it on the fabric itself. And I don't want any over dribble, so I don't want it coming down onto the Oratex because it dries quite dark. That's on the top. I want the side. I want the other side with his hand. Glove change. You can see I put a very thin veneer on that side of the spruce itself. I need another glove change because I do not want to get the Type Bond 3 onto the Oratex fabric because it really, really does dry quite dark. And it'll show through. Now I'm going to very, very gently insert it. I'll put my arm on the inside to guide it through. Okay, don't touch, don't touch. Don't touch. Good. So arm up the inside, securing it from both, and it actually slips right in between the gussets here, which goes onto the vertical up there. So it's held in quite nicely there. Put my clip on, my clamp. So wipe away all the glue on both sides, and at the end of the day I'll come back and fix the Oratex fabric. Job's right! Well, that was it. 4 hours went like that. I'm just going to take these clips off, these clamps off. 1, 2, well and truly adhered. Now to get the soldering iron. Now I've got the soldering iron. The soldering iron's used right at the very end of the incisions that I've made. You pop it there. It's much like when you drill out aluminium that's had a bit of a tear in it. It stops it from spreading further. So I will just do one here. One there, which I've done. And one, like so. That's going to stop them from running away. Back. All that's left to do now is cut a piece of Oratex tape to size. This is already impregnated with the hot melt glue that you'd normally put on the ribs and the fabric prior to popping them on. Cut it to size, peel the back off, stick it on, heat it up, and the job will be done. So first up, I like to round the edges off on my patches. There's a couple of patches on this aircraft, just little things in transport and the like. There you go, so that's cut. I've rounded the edges off as I like to do. Now it's all left to do is peel the backing off. Backing gone, pre-impregnated, and push that on. Now with a heat gun set to 100, and I'll start with 105. It's digital. I got 110 digital. I just gently heat it up, got my felt pad. And just gently heating it. That's the first round of heat. The second round of heat is going to shrink it all up. The first round of heat was at 105, 110, and all that was really meant to do was just to adhere the patch on, which is done really, really well. I'm going to up the heat to about 130 now and run it all the way over the underside of the wing here, which is going to tighten up the fabric even further. So set the digital to 130. Turns coming up. And it's just a pattern that you do. It's as simple as that. Now, absolutely tight as a drum everywhere. The Oratex is just so easy to work with. I would highly recommend it for everybody, for all their aircraft types. I would always build this again, and I would always use Oratex. Tell you what else is also quick and easy. It's quick and easy to like, share, subscribe, keep building, keep flying. Catch you later, guys. Bye. I'll remove the inspection panel. So first up,